Alrighty. Oatmeal Swap number 11, episode 11. In this episode, I'm going to do some programming stuff. I don't know if I can assume that everybody has seen the website. So, the website is this. If you type that into a browser, it'll show you the website. Actually, I'll leave this here. Okay, let me go in here. The first command that is kind of cool is one of the indices on the website is the oatmeal index, which is an index that basically has to do with the market between OatmealSwap and physical oatmeal, although there's not much of a market, to be honest. The command is curl, which is an HTTP transfer library. It basically it's like a command line web browser. It lets you transfer URLs using commands. So the URL that we want to get is it's similar to the website. It's HTTP. So it's basically the website / API. And what that does is it fetches the oatmeal index, and this index updates once per second. So if we fetch it again, it should be different. Yep. So that's the API URL, and this can be implemented into programs as well. The second URL that's kind of cool is a URL to fetch the treasury index, or just treasury index. Technically, there's no "the" before treasury. This is an index that has to do with the market between OatmealSwap and OatmealSwap bills. And this URL is just the website /I. And what this shows is the time. This one is only updated by the hour, just like the website. So the oatmeal API is by the second, which is kind of useful. And then the website shows the oatmeal index and the treasury index by the hour, and the treasury API just shows treasury index by the hour. So it shows the time, and then treasury index is calculated based on the oatmeal index. It's basically the absolute value. It's an absolute value function. I'm not going to go into like the super specific details, but it's an absolute value function, which means that treasury index and the oatmeal index correlate and uncorrelate based on the absolute value. So that's kind of cool. the overnight yield and the overnight discount are both calculated based on Treasury index, and then below overnight discount you can see the values um, of the bills with maturities of 1 day through 7 days, and the only bills that Treasury issues are 7 day bills. But after the bill has been in existence for 1 day, then it's technically a 6 day bill because the maturity is only 6 days. And then after another day, it becomes a 5 day bill, and then 4 day, 3 day, 2 day, 1 day. And this shows what the value based on the index is for each of those maturities. Okay, now I'm going to show what the beginning of a Python program would look like to implement the oatmeal index into a trading program. So this is a Python program. The first thing is to import requests. This is not going to be anything fancy, it's just super basic. Import requests, which is a library similar to curl except for Python. It basically lets you fetch URLs in a Python program. Request is equal to requests.get so that's going to, similarly to curl, fetch the URL that's the API, and then we want to do .text, and then print. So what this program should do, it's very similar to just doing the same thing except with curl, but this program should fetch the, there's no, oh great, this should theoretically install this. It's already installed. Uh-oh. Python. Aha. This is Python 3.7, and it's maybe installed for Python 3.6. Let's see if this works. Uh-oh. Invalid URL. That's not what we want. Oh. There we go. Python 3.6 oatmeal. There we go. So, yeah, to make that work, you just got to install requests, which is a Python library that can be installed using pip. And then to actually make this trade, there's some further steps, but that fetches the oatmeal index from the API, which is kind of cool. Alrighty, this has been OatmealSwap episode 11.